I love that there's a cat kennel for the raccoon.
Yeah, but it had thumbs and stuff, so it was always like one step away from figuring out how to get out of that cat kennel.
I love their hands. They're like this.
And I was like, it's gonna come. It's gonna rip my face off.
Valentine's Day. Speaking
like
of
you
which.
would look at it and it would be.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Well, and they got rabies and crap. Like, why would you keep?
Not the domesticated one.
Well, not the domesticated one, but still, those suckers can hurt.
And then we have raccoons that come to our house that are afraid of nothing. Nothing.
Are they dumpster dwellers?
They're cat food dwellers.
Oh, well, that'll do it right there, yeah.
And they're so round and plump.
They've been doing this for a while, yeah.
Yeah, and like, because we feed Inky, the outdoor cat that won't come in for us.
Right.
And so she lives on our porch, which, cool.
Sure. Yeah.
She gave us Draven and Hermione, so she gave us our babies.
There you go.
And we feed her very well and take care of her. But the raccoons will come in and eat her dry food at night. And Inky is totally fine with this because she gets canned food at night, so she's like, whatever.
I don't care. Yeah.
But you will, like, chase it off the porch after, like, you can't just bang on the window and say, go. Like, you have to actually go out, step towards it.
Right.
And it will run off the porch, but then watch you and wait for you to shut the door. Like, it won't leave the area of the food. It's just waiting for you to give up.
It knows, Sheila. It knows.
And so I have shot one of them with a paint gun.
Oh, my God. Okay, paint gun, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to kill it for that, no.
Take it out.
I'm not an animal hitman. But, and the paintballs... I'm sure hurt, but they're no way deadly.
They're not, yeah.
I even got the kind that has like the non-toxic paint in it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I was really, really considerate of it. But
wait a minute, there's paintball guns that have toxic paint in them. So when people shoot those guns, they could die of toxic paint.
Well, I guess if you eat it, but
but it should be on your skin.
But they didn't say. These ones specifically said non-toxic.
Yeah.
Other ones might still be non-toxic and not promoted.
Okay.
But I got the ones that did.
Okay.
So they were.
All right.
And I've shot the biggest one, like...
King Gizzard Lizard?
It's a huge raccoon. And I got it right in the butt.
Oh!
And it ran away for like one night.
Yeah. But still hanging around.
And now it comes back. And I'm just like, get the gun. And so, like...
Is it like a sand people scenario where they come back in greater numbers?
That's right. Raccoons are easily startled, but they will be back and in greater numbers.
No, there's three. Like,
it's the Three Stooges.
There's three.
Yeah.
And they live somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
And they just come constantly to my house. Because it's the same three.
Your house is the place to be. It's got the best garbage.
I think some mom...
No, the best cat food is what it's got.
I think they don't get in the garbage, so I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But there's like the Big Daddy. I mean, he said, like, he has to kind of like roll, because I have two steps that go up and down. He has to kind of like roll off the porch because he's so rotund. And then there's like the mama who she's curvy.
Yeah, she's curvy in all the right places.
Like, she can at least get up and off the porch without rolling.
Okay, there's that. Yeah.
And then there's like this smaller one, which I'm calling the baby, and it's just like an average size raccoon. But because the other two are so ginormous in comparison, this one looks like a baby.
Listen, the family that robs together stays together.
But they're best friends, apparently.
Yeah, they know what's going on. They know
don't even fight. They just get around the food dish and like just like put their little hands in, like all together eating.
Your cat's like, "Hey, where you been? Come on in."
Yeah, she's just like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Yeah.
And like the only time she gets an attitude is if they like look at her wet food. She's like,
"Oh, now wet food, yeah."
She'll smack him in the head for that, and they'll leave her alone. But
listen, Teeps the cat wouldn't put up with that. She gets some ass if somebody tried to get her food.
But the dry food, she's like, "Yeah, I get that in the morning. I eat it through the day.
It's fine. You can have it
now. I'll get some more tomorrow."
Touch my wet food,
and it's on.
And you're gonna lose a finger.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say. You're gonna pull back a nub.
But I mean, they're so.
Sniff.
They're so brave.
They are.
I don't understand.
They are. But what this is the entertainment value of this show. This is what you get. We started off by talking about anti-Valentines, and we came down somewhere to raccoons eating cat food. This is what you get. This is quality entertainment you get on Smells Like 90s Rock.
This is what happens when we do it live.
That's right. You get the hallucinogenic
Yes.
version of the show. You get
the point where Sheila's brain starts eating itself, and her brain starts thinking about the big raccoon.
But those are the best shows.
Roly polies
man.
off the porch. That's what you get. St. Valentine's Day, and it's like, oh yeah, did I tell you?
Yeah, did I tell you about the humpback raccoon who come rolling in?
No, it's not humpback, it's just rotund.
It doesn't matter. He's humpback in my mind. Oh, that makes me
It's kind of like a popple from
Oh.
the 80s. Do you remember the popples?
The popple. No, I don't really remember.
They were a toy. Mark, do you remember popples?
No.
No.
Sniffs.
Yeah, you were an 80s baby, though. And we're going to discuss this a little bit later because somebody in this room turned a certain age. I'm not just going to drop names right now, but we are going to have to make mention of the fact that somebody of our little group is finally exited out of the 30s. Who is that? You know?
I think they've all figured that out.
Have the listeners figured that out?
Probably, but that's a popple.
That's a popple.
But like, imagine it has like stubby little hands right there.
Well, how could you be mad at that? Like if that's coming up on your porch eating cat food.
I don't want it on my porch.
Now that's what I'm talking about down there. You got the little green guy. I used to have that.
Glowworm?
Yeah, and then my pet monster down the road there.
Yeah.
I had them both.
Those came out at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That's troll disease.
I was
Yes.
more a My Buddy guy.
I had my buddy too. I had my buddy. I had them all. I did my buddy, Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin
Glowworm.
was so expensive. I could never afford Teddy
I
Ruxpin.
know. Everybody envied my parents for doing it. Like
That- yeah.
yeah. Like well, no.
There's like one kid in my neighborhood who had Teddy Ruxpin.
Right. I had Teddy, and I loved him to death. I wore that dude out. Loved Teddy Ruxpin.
But that was in Hawaii, so I'm sure like he probably had real sleds too. So we just didn't know.
He probably did. That's a solid fact to remember. If you had sleds, you were rocking it back in the day.
Yeah, you were in the Teddy Ruxpin territory.
That's right.